As you know, it's been overall a dry winter, and the month of March is no different, especially at Theodore Roosevelt National Park. Dean Rummel capturing a nice, stunning photo, but you'll notice very little snow. There's a little bit of a trail about right there, but yeah, in March we should have a lot more snow on the ground across North Dakota. That's not the case, and with a lack of moisture, much of the state is abnormally dry, and we are dealing with moderate to severe drought conditions east of Highway 83 from McHenry as well as Bottineau County, Wells and Sheridan County on eastward into the Devil's Lake Basin. Moderate drought conditions also for Burke County into northeastern Montana. Nothing for Minot yet, but with the lack of moisture, we will likely be undergoing drought conditions as well before you know it. When it comes down to the snow, at least for the month of March, we are 2.5 inches above normal. So far, the official total 6.3 inches as of today, but as winter, the cold season as a whole, we've got a lot of work to do. Temperatures mostly in the mid-30s for now. A light northwest wind continues, but that will be changing tomorrow as a cold front pushes through. You've likely heard that snowstorm impacting much of Colorado, including Denver. All flights pertaining to North Dakota to and from Denver canceled for today because Denver has picked up anywhere from 5 to 10 inches of snow, but in the mountain regions, they've been picking up several feet of snow, and lots more moisture still plunging into Denver, causing those delays, while the central parts of the U.S. and the heartland dealing with severe thunderstorms and possible tornadoes, with a tornado watch in effect for Missouri. But at home, we've just got the cloud cover all around, but we will get a bit of clearing later tonight and early tomorrow morning. Maybe a couple of areas of patchy fog across the south, but the wind should be breezy across northern North Dakota for tomorrow morning, which should keep us fog free. Here comes that cold front. That wind continues to increase during the afternoon and evening, and that will give us that potential for the 40-mile-per-hour gusts. But we'll warm up into the 50s in Minot for Friday, but cold over the weekend with 30s and 40s. And with that wind, it is definitely going to be feeling downright chilly. So not that much wind for tomorrow morning. Consider it breezy, but then we start to feel the stronger wind across northern North Dakota as we get into the afternoon. For now, no advisories are in effect, but this is North Dakota, and you know when we do get the wind, that is going to be continuing, not just for Friday, but Saturday as well. So mostly cloudy, becoming mostly clear for tonight. Morning lows will be in the 20s. Then we're back at least into the 40s and 50s for tomorrow afternoon. And as for your 7-day outlook, roller coaster ride is on the way, folks. But we will be at least back in the 40s and 50s next week. Then we may be dealing with a little bit of snow for next Thursday.